Canada's second highest-ranking military officer is resigning from his post after he played golf recently with a retired general under investigation for sexual misconduct. Lieutenant Gen Mike Rolleau announced today he plans to step aside as Vice Chief of Defence Staff, though he will remain with the military in another role. Rolleau golfed with retired General Jonathan Vance at the Highlands Golf and Country Club in Ottawa on June 2, along with Commander of the Royal Canadian Navy Vice Admiral Craig Baines. Loader in a media statement, Rolleau said his decision to play golf with Vance has intensified recent events and contributed to further erosion of trust. Rolleau said he invited Vance to play golf to ensure his wellness. He insisted he and Vance did not discuss anything related to ongoing investigations during their outing. I understand how such an activity could lead some to perceive a potential conflict of interest and controversy, given the current context, but nothing can be further from the truth, Rolleau said in his statement. For this I am sorry. As Vice Chief of the Defence Staff, Rolleau has authority over the military's Provost Marshal. The Provost Marshal is in charge of the Canadian Forces National Investigation Service, CFNIS, which is investigating Vance over allegations of inappropriate behavior with female subordinates. Conservative leader Erin O'Toole, meanwhile, said today that it was completely inappropriate for senior military leaders to golf with Vance earlier this month. The Conservative leader also accused the Liberal government, and specifically Defence Minister Harjit Sajjan, of demonstrating a lack of leadership through its handling of sexually inappropriate behavior in the Canadian military. It was completely inappropriate and it shows that there is a broken culture in the senior ranks at the Department of National Defence that they did not have the personal judgment to make a better decision, O'Toole told reporters Monday. Vance, the former defense chief, is facing separate allegations of misconduct involving Brennan and another unidentified woman. Military police are looking into whether his relationship with Brennan, a former subordinate, was inappropriate and contravened military regulations. He is also being investigated for allegedly sending a racy email almost 9 years ago to another woman, who was a junior non-commissioned officer at the time. More than half a dozen military leaders have been swept up in the military's misconduct crisis and a number are under military police investigation over claims of inappropriate behavior. There is no leadership from Minister Sajjan. Not a single person I know that served in the military, or is there now, has respect for the minister, O'Toole said. The Conservative leader accused Sajjan of being a part of a government that has covered up sexual abuse in the military, eroding trust in the institution. O'Toole said that if he is elected Prime Minister, he would seek to restore that trust. Without leadership at the top, an important institution is withering before our eyes, and as a veteran I am very concerned by that, he added. Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Freeland told reporters that she learned about the golfing excursion over the weekend at the same time the rest of the Liberal government did. I was very disappointed, very surprised. I think this showed very poor judgment, and I absolutely understand and sympathize with the sentiment that men and women, especially women, serving in the Canadian Armed Forces have, having seen this and the concerns that it causes them to have about the possibility of real fairness for them, she said. Freeland said there needs to be real change in the culture in the Canadian Armed Forces. Canadian women who serve our country in uniform must not be subject to sexual harassment, to any kind of sexual abuse at work, and they need to know that if harassment or abuse happens, there is a clear, objective, impartial way that their complaints will be addressed, Freeland added. The finance minister said there is funding in the federal budget to launch such a system and encouraged opposition MPs in the House of Commons to back the budget so that the government can get started.